Nestled in the heart of Virginia, Charlottesville was the kind of place where people left their doors unlocked, where college students filled the streets with laughter, and where danger felt like something that only happened somewhere else. But in the fall of 2014, that illusion of safety vanished overnight. This is the story of Hannah Graham, a vibrant young woman whose disappearance would send shockwaves through an entire community, uncover the dark truth about a hidden predator, and forever change how the city protected its own. At just 18 years old, Hannah was a second-year student at the University of Virginia, intelligent, compassionate, and endlessly curious about the world around her. Friends remembered her as the kind of person who lit up every room she walked into, someone whose confidence and warmth drew people in instantly. But one September night, everything changed. Hannah vanished without a trace, and what began as a desperate search for a missing student soon turned into one of the largest and most heartbreaking investigations in Virginia's history. It was Friday, September 12, 2014. Like many students, Hannah decided to unwind after a long week of classes. She attended a party at a friend's apartment before heading downtown to the popular pedestrian mall, a stretch filled with bars, restaurants, and late-night crowds. At around 1 a.m., CCTV cameras captured Hannah walking alone. She was wearing a black crop top, dark pants, and white sneakers. The footage shows her moving unsteadily, likely after a night of drinking, something her friends later said was out of character for her. As she wandered through the dimly lit streets, Hannah sent a text to a friend saying she was lost on her way home. That message would be the last anyone ever received from her. Police quickly began piecing together her movements using dozens of CCTV cameras and private surveillance systems around downtown Charlottesville. Bit by bit, they traced her path, each camera capturing a glimpse of her final moments. At 12:55 a.m., Hannah was seen passing by a service station. A few minutes later, cameras at the downtown mall recorded her running past a bar, seemingly in a hurry. Witnesses later recalled her appearing disoriented. Then, the cameras caught something chilling. Around 1:06 a.m., Hannah encountered a man later identified as Jesse Matthew, a tall, athletic man with dreadlocks, a local figure often seen in the nightlife scene. He was a former taxi driver, known by many but trusted by few. The footage showed Matthew walking alongside Hannah. At one point, he's seen putting his arm around her shoulders as they head toward the shadows of the downtown mall. That moment, that single image would become one of the last confirmed sightings of Hannah Graham alive. Minutes later, more cameras caught Matthew's car, a burnt orange Chrysler Coupe, driving away from the area. And then, nothing. The search begins. When Hannah failed to return home the next morning, her friends immediately grew worried. They tried calling her phone, no answer. By Saturday evening, her parents had been notified. By Sunday, September 14th, Hannah Graham was officially reported missing. The search effort was massive. Students, police, volunteers, and even strangers combed through fields, rivers, and wooded areas surrounding Charlottesville. Helicopters hovered overhead. Flyers blanketed every pole and storefront. The university community united with one desperate hope to bring Hannah home. For days, then weeks, the city of Charlottesville became a place of anxious movement, a community refusing to give up. Search parties grew larger by the hour, with volunteers coming in from neighboring states. Local businesses donated supplies, restaurants fed searchers for free, and families opened their homes to those helping in the hunt. Every night, candlelight vigils lit up the campus lawns, each flickering flame representing the hope that Hannah was still out there, waiting to be found. Yet, as time went on, that hope began to waver. The weather turned colder, and the crowds thinned. But investigators pushed forward. They gathered surveillance footage, tracked phone data, and followed every lead, no matter how small. Then, a chilling discovery was made. Video footage of Hannah walking alone through the downtown area, followed closely by a man no one recognized. It was the moment that turned a missing persons case into something far darker.
Hannah Graham, where are you? We want you back where you belong. We love you more than you know, and we cannot wait to see you soon. Sending our infinite love, Lonnie, Katie, and your UVA family.
So did you know Hannah? Were you friends with her?
Well, Erin, I lived on her floor last year, but I didn't really have a close personal relationship with her, but I knew who she was.
How did you feel when you found out that she was missing?
It was shocking. This is such a big school, and no one really hears about this type of thing, and it was just really hit home because I actually knew who she was as well, which just really shocked me.
Investigators quickly turned to the CCTV footage. What they found gave them a timeline and a suspect. Jesse Matthew Jr. was a 32-year-old hospital worker and former college football player. To many, he was friendly, charismatic, the kind of guy who would strike up a conversation with anyone. But to investigators, something didn't add up. Footage clearly showed him with Hannah. Witnesses confirmed he bought drinks at the same bar she entered shortly before vanishing. When detectives tracked him down for questioning, Matthew agreed to meet, but things quickly took a dark turn. Voiceover builds tension. During the interview, Matthew appeared nervous, evasive. He refused to answer several key questions, and before police could detain him for further questioning, he fled. His sudden disappearance turned him from a person of interest into the prime suspect in Hannah's case. A chilling connection. For nearly a week, authorities scoured the state searching for Jesse Matthew. Then, on September 24th, he was captured in Texas, 1,300 miles away from Charlottesville. But what investigators uncovered next would shock everyone. DNA evidence collected from Matthew linked him not only to Hannah Graham's disappearance, but to another case from 2009, the murder of Morgan Harrington, another young woman who vanished from Charlottesville after attending a Metallica concert. Her remains were found months later on an abandoned farm. Voiceover drops to a grim tone. 2 young women, 2 eerily similar disappearances, 1 predator. Authorities hunted Jesse Matthew for a week. Weeks later, on October 18, searchers found Hannah's remains in remote Albemarle County woods, 12 miles from downtown. DNA confirmed the 8-year-old UVA sophomore, last seen on surveillance walking alone at night. Her abandoned body sparked grief, anger, and disbelief, ending the search but igniting a quest for justice. In 2015, Jesse Matthew was charged with abducting and murdering Hannah Graham, and with the 2009 killing of Morgan Harrington, both cases linked by DNA evidence. Surveillance footage captured him with Hannah at a downtown Charlottesville bar, then walking together into the night. Witnesses described a car matching his, and forensic evidence tied him to both crimes. Faced with overwhelming proof DNA, CCTV, and physical evidence, Matthew pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty. He was sentenced to 4 life terms without parole, bringing finality to the family's long pursuit of justice, while sparing Virginia the cost and trauma of a capital trial. For Hannah's parents, John and Sue, it was bittersweet. She was our brilliant light, they said, a void nothing could fill. UVA and Charlottesville responded swiftly. Brighter streetlights, more cameras, expanded safety patrols, and education on walking alone at night.
Similar number of wonderful people are out. I've got off the words. Are out today searching. Sue and I were out searching yesterday. So were some of our work colleagues, our friends, our neighbors from our home. Hannah's friends from softball, Hannah's friends from the high school team, high school, and many others. But the effort is much wider. Members of the Charlottesville community have turned out and forced help. Armies of Hannah's university friends have been helping.
Hannah's death ignited nationwide campus talks on safety, trust, and hidden dangers. CCTV proved pivotal, the silent witness capturing her final steps, her encounter with Matthew, his car fleeing. Without it, he might never have been caught. Her family might lack closure. Through determination and technology, investigators slowly uncovered the truth behind the tragedy. Hannah Graham was never just another name in the news. She was a beloved daughter, a loyal friend, and a driven student whose laughter once filled the halls of UVA. Her story serves as a powerful reminder of how fragile life can be, how a single night, a single decision, can alter everything. Today, Charlottesville stands forever changed. Beneath its streetlights and on its quiet campuses, Hannah's memory lives on a call for vigilance, compassion, and unity. Her legacy continues to inspire a community to look out for one another and never take safety for granted again.